I'm doing it. What's up, guys? You got some tales for y'all? I'm one of your hosts, Jhordy.
My name's Heber.
The boy scopic, aka Miguel.
Today we're gonna talk about what is different our different views on what financial freedom is.
Yeah.
Um,
Since you started it off here, why don't you start us off with it?
Oh well, I guess we'll start off by like mentioning uh the fact that you know everybody's own financial goals. It's very subjective, because like earlier we mentioned that or like I said, when you first asked the question, Chris was drinking water. What if that's financial freedom right there? And then you brought up how like for some people it's like having that it's like that's a big step for them, obviously. Um, and so but financial free, that's the term. Damn, that's a weird term, but it's I think we solidified there's also like no real definition for this term, well, financial free, because it's so subjective. I think to people's wants maybe. Um, yeah, but maybe it's not caring about money at some point. You're getting to a point where you don't have to worry about money maybe, but yeah, well, um, well I kind of had I kind of have the
what is
same point as.
financial freedom to you?
Yeah, yeah. Well, for me, it's a little bit of the same of what you said. So I kind of wanted you to, because I was
No,
just gonna
no,
repeat
no,
what you said.
no, no, no.
I swear I was just gonna repeat what you said, bro.
All right. So financial freedom to me, which is basically this is Heber's idea. Uh, Financial freedom to me is being able simply just to support yourself. But let me go. Let me get a little more into it.
Right, right,
Say the thing I want to do. Basically, all I want to do is art. Right.
right, right, right.
Right, Miguel?
Be fulfilled,
Of course.
and that's
Yeah,
part of
yeah,
the fulfillment. But yeah,
yeah. So, right, art, right? And I'm
Mm-hmm.
able to support myself from it.
right, right.
That's it.
That's fair. Um, my point
Oh,
of
that's
view
interesting.
and thoughts on financial freedom is to be able to do what you want to do, when you want to do, and if your health is good,
That's freedom. Mm.
how you want to do it, as long as you can afford it afterwards.
Well,
And you never have to worry about, you know, in a sense, it's almost like you can't have financial freedom without financial stability. So to me, at least, that's partly, you know, what I feel financial freedom is to me.
I feel like I feel like I don't know. I'm willing to like, cause you say do anything at any time at any time you want, but I'm willing to compromise with certain things, and like to have like stability if um well, Chris said to be supported by the art that by his creations. My that's not necessarily my goal. It's like if it that's hit or miss for me. It's like it's not necessarily like I guess so I don't want to put too much security on that essentially for me, and so it's like I'm cool with like being financially stable, but by like a job essentially, right? And then
What,
hmm?
what is that job?
oh anything. Well, I mean, that's hard to say. I get what your point is there. Um,
Because of what I'm basically trying to say is the thing I want to do. I want to make it a job, but the job I feel like can get a bad in my head, like instantly a bad connotation of it's a job, and I won't enjoy it as much. But if I find something I really find a lot of fulfillment in, and I go after that, and it pays me,
I mean, I
then
feel like
yeah,
I'm talking about like I was referring to like most 9 to 5s. I guess like I'm cool with like having a 9 to 5 and then just like working. You know what I mean? On creative shit. right? But like, and like the thing that like allows me to, I guess that allows me to feel okay with that is the fact that like, um, looking into like I guess like following like a very play by play book on like the like what to do with like money and investments and I guess like the whole like the quote unquote like path or whatever, right? And it's like or just but also like just having financial knowledge, I feel like will help me. It gives me a little bit like, oh yeah, sure, like I'll be chilling like probably, right? But who knows? But yeah.
I just feel that I want something. Like, I guess I just don't like. I mean, it just. I was talking about it like the other day with my friend, and I think it's a whole different subject of not being. I don't really like working for other people. Like, I like working with people, but not just for someone.
Mm.
I guess I haven't found someone that I'm really that passionate to work behind. So maybe my perspective would change on that. But I just want something on my own. Like I'm not that big of a fan of
But like,
renting renting something. Like I want to own it. Like I want this thing that on my job is like I'm getting like maybe the job is helpful for the world, but and I don't own it. So maybe mm,
I mean, because I mean the thing is like there's jobs that like may be fulfilling. You know what I mean? Like sometimes working for somebody can be fulfilling because of
yeah,
like what you get
yeah,
out of it.
yeah. I'm contradicting myself. Yeah,
But
yeah.
but but it's understandable that it's sometimes it's hard to achieve that, or yeah, because it has to meet a lot of you know standards, I guess, for
And just like
self
Heber,
standards.
and just like Heber, I also am okay with working a 9 to 5 while doing, what I fucks with doing, but just not till retirement age,
But
the
what?
traditional
But what
retirement
if?
age.
But what if the thing you like, the shit you like doing, becomes like your shit? Like it starts like I guess not to use the word popping off, but like you can find the
Well, is that
money.
not why you're also doing it while working as well? It's like in
I'm
case.
I'm not saying
I mean,
like right now it's working and I'm doing this, but like what I'm trying to do is get money from doing the things I love doing rather than something.
mm,
Yeah, yeah, I can find fulfillment from a job, but if it's something that I love, like that's my shit, and I get money from my shit, it's like
I mean, I feel like it's very clear from Miguel if he does make sustainable money from music, then like, then he'll just feed that towards his retirement. I mean, you know what I mean? I would assume. But for me, I think like the contradiction I have with that is the fact that like I don't think I would be able to create something that I really love if money plays too much a factor in it. If profit plays too much a factor in it, I guess, and that kind of it's been disturbing me for a little bit.
I feel like it's what you do with the money.
No. Like, no. What do you? No. I mean, I guess I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, but like, it's to damn. That's. I mean, yeah. I mean, yeah. It just I wouldn't want to focus. It's just the fact that I don't want to focus on, on the profit side of the profit I could get from creations, is why I have less security on it as like a thing that I think will quote unquote pop off.
The way I'm thinking is, I have my own thing, and I can it's going well, making some money out of it. But if it gets to the point where I'm just making an abundance of money, then I just feel like it gets to the point of just doing, like, in a sense, just giving it away,
Oh
but just
yeah.
being able to support
I
myself.
mean,
Yeah, I feel like that's my
obviously,
main.
the what you do with the money is definitely a whole other discussion. Like,
Yeah, it's like you. I just want to be like I can. I have the needs, the water, shelter.
yeah, the hierarchy of needs. I get you. Yeah.
Yeah, meeting that needs from doing something that I really like doing. Yeah, so it's like when. Yeah, I'm just not comfortable working a 9 to 5. Like my mind, like it's just
Mm.
like I wanna move on. Like it's just like this is like it just doesn't feel right to me. Like
Right.
straight up, it just doesn't feel
You know,
right to
some
me.
people would say put 5% of your net worth into gambling. Maybe you'll make it.
Sorry, what did you say?
Some people would say put 5% of your net worth into gambling. Maybe you'll make it. You know,
Into what?
gambling. 5% of your net worth. Take 5% of your net worth. Put into gambling.
So like I should put $5 on like in
But
those.
it's like the thing is that there's different types of gambling. You know, for me it's crypto. But yeah,
And that's what I'm going towards right now. So let's not get into that.
unless you shorted. But yeah.
Fucking.
That's not bad advice.
I mean, you gotta take
I
risks.
mean, a little bit, but I mean, shit, maybe go 50%. Imagine, like, nah. That's
Yeah.
No, bro. That's why I said it was good advice. Cause 5%,
yeah, 5% ain't bad. I mean,
unless you make very little, then obviously.
well, I mean, it's 5%. 5%. You know,
No, bro. Inflation.
$100 is that's $5, bro. You can invest. You can invest $5 and like come out with 10 with the at least. I mean, if you do a bunch of trades, you know, it's just about the amount of trades.
Not when
you
you
know?
only have
And it's like,
$100 to live off on. You can't. See what my point?
But time
five
changes,
percent, bro.
That's
Like
like
$5 fucking, bro. Just like get some fucking. I don't know,
You
bro.
don't think there's people out here with only $100 trying to make it? Like,
I know, bro. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. It's not that cool if you don't have a lot of money. Like, if you're living paycheck to paycheck, yeah, maybe it's not that fucking cool because you're living paycheck to paycheck. I'm sorry.
say more than 50% of
I'm
people in the
sorry.
nation are living paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah, I know it sucks, but like that's why when we're young, we don't kind of have to deal with that sometimes. It's just like, man.
Yeah, so they say, but we're trying to like avoid that. We're trying to make sure that doesn't happen.
Where we have less, you know, expenses
Well,
per se, but you know, but
you do have to, what's the word? Go through the.
hustle and bustle. What?
You gotta be poor for some time to get rich type shit.
Right.
I mean, I don't think so.
Cause you're like saving for it,
I mean,
I mean,
oh,
say
you do mean like acting frugal, you know, like living the poor lifestyle a little bit, like
I guess that's true, yeah.
because like
you don't gotta be
because
poor.
because I guess when Miguel man is never mind, I don't know.
Like, we're not eating ramen no more type shit.
I
We
mean, I
rich.
feel like it's understanding. Like sometimes you're just born into wealth.
Yeah, I know. Obviously.
Like my kid's gonna be born
Like,
into wealth.
I mean, I don't know. Shaq always said he's like
Fuck
that's my money. Like you know, like straight up like he's like that ain't ours, that's mine. You know, like and so that's how he treats his kid. I think it's cool. I don't know.
money, a mindset, huh?
He's like he said he only let him touch their fortune if they so they got to meet like some high qualifications essentially. Like they got to already make it. It's their own. It's if they yeah. But yeah. So I think that's that. Yeah.
Damn, I wonder how I would raise my kids. To be honest, like say I do.
Yeah, I have no idea. So many factors. I don't know.
So many fucking factors that nothing comes into mind. The non-existence, the pack of guys I have down there, whomever. I can make your kid right now. I'm okay.
What if you find out you can't?
Damn, that is a
Or
problem.
you keep shooting blanks,
Damn, shooting.
That was weird. Yeah, I'm sorry if somebody listening is going through that, but like,
Sorry.
fuck, man, that's.
It
Fuck.
just sucks.
I'm like I've been there. Like,
Like, look at us, we got some kids type shit, but
But I don't know, dude. Yeah, I mean, I was like, I mean, I guess I'll adopt. You know, I guess so. You know, eventually, maybe.
anyway, did you, what has been financial freedom to you, Miguel?
What up?
Well, as I mentioned before, I mean, it was like
So fuck
being
you
able to
said.
do what you wanna, when you wanna, you know,
How would you
being
get,
physically able to do it how you wanna, if your health allows you to.
Oh yeah, what kind of path
Um,
are you thinking? Oh well.
well, I'm gonna get to
Oh
that,
okay,
but
never mind. I
I'm
don't know if
just
that's what Chris
I'm
was
just
asking about.
saying like that's like the intro to what I feel financial freedom is.
Mm.
But what do y'all mean by the path of it? Like, what do y'all mean exactly?
I don't know. I guess. Well,
these
again,
are ideas you have of financial freedom, but what is the route to get there?
I mean, yeah, because it seems like that's kind of like for me, like I'm basically already there, buddy. You know what I mean?
And that's,
But,
that's delusion talking, you know?
yeah, maybe.
For me to be financially free and the route to get there, I think there has to be this time period in your 20s where you have to just straight grind, bro. I
Mm.
mean, don't get me wrong.
Mm.
Everybody has their own time and place, and I'm not gonna undermine those who, for some reason can't in their 20s. But I'm just thinking, right, like this kind of, I guess, almost normalized way of thinking in society that when you're in your 20s, um, it's supposed to be like this magical time or whatever. But I don't think a lot of people talk about how like low key broke in your 20s type shit. A lot of people say it, they talk more about that. I'm kind of going on a tangent. What I'm trying to get to is for me the route would be um to where I'm going to school, That's kind of like where I'm, working towards, partly at least. Because I want to, be something that's, contributing to like the world in some sense. And for me, I think a great place to start is becoming an engineer. And so, when becoming an engineer, there's a lot of cool things that like you bring to the table, but we can't sit here and not act like they don't make big bucks, or at least, they make they make a decent amount of money. You know what I'm saying? And so for me, that's a great place to start. You know, to work in that daytime job, which I'm not opposed of. Really not. To me, it kind of adds like some sort of like thing to do. You know, it's like it's cool. It's like it allows my brain to like like it's not especially if I'm doing what I want to do. Like, is it really a job? You know what I'm saying? And so that's one thing. Just work type shit. And they always say with the income you got generating your way, there's great ways to save and shit. I wouldn't say generated, but coming at you from working. This is just the first one though. This is just my first like idea to the route. So obviously work that 9 to 5 and save. I think they save 5% of your fucking. It's probably more now, but
Not gambling.
I'd say like 20. No, 5% on gambling. But I think it's like save 20 in a savings account. Now, say what you want to say about savings accounts, but
And the
the kind of the
emergency funds and yeah, but
type shit, right? Rainy day. So that's one way. That's one part of it. Another part of it, man, is I need to find ways for myself to implement in the things I want and find problems in what I love doing, or like problems in like the things that I find interesting in, and finding ways for me to provide value to that like thing. For example, say like there's a lot of homies that make music but don't generally have someone to at least, in other words, I want to be of service to people that can't do the things that they find challenging. Now we can get into, well, why don't they want to do it themselves and yada yada, but we're talking about a whole different thing, right? We're talking about financial freedom. For example, say someone needs like a mix and master, and like I can be your dude, you know what I'm saying? I can help you out with that shit, like $1 mixing, just example. But like you see, like just kind of like doing your own jigs on the side, your own gigs on the side, like like just shit like that. Things that you like doing and finding ways to like bring in some guala. Like, yeah, taxes comes once a year around type shit, so you might lose some there, but you're still doing something. You're still playing with your creativity.
watch out
So
for
that's
taxes. Yo.
That's the second thing, man. But how do I feel about a savings account? Like a
Uh,
retirement savings account.
well, I mean, I think personally, I think putting money in like a bank savings account is like or like pretty like um I don't
Beta,
fuck with it personally. Just cause,
beta,
huh?
beta,
Beta. You think it's beta? You think
beta.
you're being a bitch by doing that, huh?
It's. I feel like it's
Your
smart
zero
to
point zero
do it.
zero zero 0.0005% yield. Like,
I feel like it is smart to do that,
I feel like it's got to
and
be very little percentage of your money, bro.
in the traditional space,
Yeah, yeah.
that's a good play. But that's like if you do what others have done and it is worked out, you will get that, and that's definitely a way. And there's nothing wrong with that. Wanting that. In my head, I'm like on this delusion of this way is not the way I'm gonna go for. And I want to learn how to get good with selling myself or build a business on top of what I'm doing. I'm like building an empire, you know, essentially. Like I just keep thinking of Andy Warhol, how the making money, good art, a good fucking a. There's an art of business as well. Like there's really so much to it. I just like I just think it just like in my I'm just thinking it's not gonna correlate to me like the I just think I might like I'm just thinking I'm gonna have so much.
Money?
I just have like mad ambition. I'm like I'm not gonna be thinking about it. Like the
I'm like, bro, we just talked about a savings account.
no,
Mhm.
like
But
it is good to save, and you do need money to fall back on if shit goes down.
I'm just
Worst
saying
comes
because
to
it's like, I think it's like seamless with putting your money in a checking account because of the fucking the return you get is so low, you know, and it's just like just put more of that money into investments, into, you know, the,
yeah.
Well, yeah, you definitely want to put it,
like
a
investments
good
that
amount
give
in
a
your
higher
investment
yield,
portfolio.
a higher yield, you know, like but yeah.
But you have to have a lot of money before you can start doing that, wouldn't you say?
Nah, I mean, not necessarily. I mean,
To get a greater,
I would just
reward
say
and
just, you
actually
know,
consider it like generative and be
oh,
able to live a financial.
generative. Whoa, that's a whole nother topic. That I'm just I'm start with that. But you starts off with, you know, like putting that percentage into investments, I guess. But I'm more so talking about like stock investments right now. But like,
I feel like
obviously,
I feel like we gotta talk about what lives we want because
yeah,
financial
that's part
freedom
of the
is really,
subjectiveness. Yeah,
yeah, super subjective,
yeah.
and it's like we're going like three routes. I know. I'm looking at now. Like I want to go to like the fucking art way and get good at making money like elsewhere.
Yeah, but I also don't like, I feel like the certain percentages of like, I don't think it's a bad idea, you know, but and so like, I think it's
Yeah, it's
something
not a
everybody
bad
is worth
idea.
trying, you know.
No, it's not a bad idea to have a savings account. Like nah, but
No,
like
it's,
obviously,
I'm saying it
well, I
is
mean,
though.
you talk about investments, like have a higher yield. I'm thinking like, yeah, let me just put my money into things that I know are
Yeah,
gonna make
yeah,
me
yeah. That
money.
could be like a business, you know, like you
Yeah,
said,
it's
yeah,
literally like it just
it's, absolutely, yeah.
100%.
yeah, yeah, it's basically a different form of a savings account because it makes me money.
No, that's
It's
It's
not.
it's a
just an
different
asset.
investment, bro.
It's an asset.
100%, man. That's really like one of the most common ways to get rich.
I'm trying to get wealthy. Rich goes away.
Huh?
You got a lot of money. But money don't mean nothing.
Yeah, I'm trying to have a lot of money.
Yeah, me too. But like, what are we gonna do with it? That's a whole lot of money. How are we
Yeah,
gonna get it?
that's the whole other topic of like.
We kind of touched something similar to that on the $1 million question, but that's like if we got it all in one sitting. You know what I mean?
That was a shitty episode.
No, but I think it I think you know, knowing that there's like potential to be wealthy, it's like uh I think it's important to like have like if you know you have potential to be wealthy, then it's important to like be thinking of like kind of like business ideas, you know, that can like help humanity in a sense. At least for me, you know, that's important. And so and it's like because it's like once you have like the like something that can like actually or I guess you could like start on a smaller scale, obviously, to as startups do, but obviously once you're at a wealthier point, it's like there's more opportunities for different types of businesses that you can try that require more of a down payment, essentially. But yeah,
But is there like an underlining principle I'm trying to find between us all
um,
that we can all like? Because Miguel is like the more traditional route,
mm,
and I'm more like
well, I mean, I feel like we all should be investing like into stocks.
I'm not even in that. Like I
No,
don't.
like come on, y'all, like. Like let me put y'all on. Like that's the underlying principle. Like
Yeah, but it's like you gonna make money off that. It's like yeah, touch it, touch it. We're like yeah, you can make money off that. I think there's just so many fucking ways to make money. It really doesn't fucking matter because there's so many
yeah,
avenues.
that's very true. That's very true. It's very true. Like
It's like stocks didn't exist so long ago. Like
but it's just the whole stock thing goes along with the certain percentage of your net worth to go into that, you know, because it's like it's not that much fucking effort, honestly. You know, like you can just put it over, you know, but like
I get you, I get you. It's just like oh, this is another way to make money.
yeah, and yeah,
So many ways. I just want to learn the best ones for me personally, according to what life I want.
but that's what but it's that's why I didn't like the savings account thing because it's like too much money in your savings account, then it's like, well, like it didn't seem like you're pursuing any like I get like I guess if you don't have the ability to make I guess investments into or if you're not thinking of like you know like you said all those different ways to make money sometimes require you know investment and sometimes you may like I guess and if there's no investment being put into that stuff for whatever reason then it's like okay well then stocks is like a safe like
I
thing that
think
like
the best way to get financially free is real estate, though, bro.
yeah but that like I said earlier it's like once you have the down like when something requires a large down payment you know so but you are right that is a like once you are at another level of wealth or
Bro,
at a certain level of wealth
Bro,
it's a po-
you cut up.
I'm sorry to interrupt, man, but your mic just cut you out like for a good
yeah
five
I mean
seconds.
I just said the fucking I said I don't fucking want to repeat it goddamn bro
So
like
it was so
because
spiritual and deep. My bad, bro.
it was just that, like, yeah, obviously that's it's like a it's once you get to that tier of wealth, like I mentioned earlier, like you have to like once you are at a higher level of wealth, you can make investments that require more of a down payment, like a higher asset class of real estate. And it's a strong asset class. You know, for most people, it's reasonable to get into real estate if they're at that level of wealth where they can. Um, but like Chris was saying, you know, you can spend your time on like other, but it's like it is an efficient one if you're at that level. You know what I mean? But yeah,
It works.
yeah,
It works. Then I thought about ownership because I remember I was talking about ownership of things. And I was listening to
equity.
Elon
Like,
Musk. I was listening to Elon Musk, and he was like saying how like he's getting rid of more and more possessions, what he has,
right.
and I'm trying to correlate this. And There's just so many fucking ways to make money. Like, why do you say real estate, Miguel?
Huh?
You just said it. Like the best way to make money is real estate. Our financial freedom is real estate. But why do you say that?
So I'm gonna.
I feel like he's gonna be like, well, dun dun dun. You know what I mean?
There was
Like,
this one video
oh,
that came across my attention about top 10 things that I recommend. I forgot if I could find the video, I'll definitely put it up here or whatever. But it was basically like 10 things to know in your 20s, I think. Some shit like that. One of the things that he talked about was real estate.
it's one of those things that goes into the blueprint of like quote unquote financial freedom too, a little bit, you know.
Yeah, no, and it's crazy. He talked about how like he was like talking about it on a beach on like in like the Mexico shore. You know, like it's pretty beautiful down there and shit. There's a lot of like cool looking ass like places to like beach houses and shit. But he was saying, he was like, man, see all this shit, this is terrible investments all around us. But it was like pretty ass fucking like beach houses and shit. He's like, but this is a terrible investment because people only come down here like people come down here to get away from, you know, for retirement only type shit. And I just it shit was funny. I don't know, it just makes sense to me. Like
So like you're not getting your point.
I know people personally in real estate too. And like it just seems to work out, you know, and like they're living, bro. It's just like it doesn't seem like a tedious thing to really understand. It's like to me, it's like you must, bro. You must.
Okay, let me ask you this: what is their example of living? Like they're living. What does that look like to you?
That's a fair question to ask. What I meant by just they living, like they're financially set, bro. Like you know what I mean? Like yeah, you know they gotta work still and shit, but they're not worried about like, you know, running out of like, you know, like the bills and shit. Like they're not living paycheck to paycheck. You know?
Again, I said I would again bring it back to the subjectiveness because for me, the reason that I would want to get into real estate is if I were wanting to make money essentially, right? Because I you know I've heard of different strategies in real estate, right? And the reasoning and because it is a little bit of a like maybe I'm not going to have so much passion for this, but it's going to make me money. And the reason I want that money is if I'm trying to build a bigger business, essentially. This is the only reason that I would have, is if I'm trying to build a bigger business, you know.
But you could use
with
that money to build a bigger business.
Yeah. But that's solely, don't like, but that's solely.
Like just solely getting into something just for the money of it is like it just feels so empty to me.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to spend time on it if I already like kind of if I wasn't trying to build if I wasn't ready to build something bigger, I guess, you know.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
But then again, it's like, you know, now you have that wealth whenever you do have a business idea that you want to pursue on or whatever. But like,
I feel like money is like life in a sense that there's a little bit of everything that goes along with it. You know, money is for the highs, money is for the lows, money is for, again, they say money is the root of all evil, but it like also like you use
I think
how you
when
use
people
it.
mean that, it's like power is the root of, you know, that's
it's extremely powerful.
You know,
100%. Yeah, no, 100%, and it's just like, yeah, man.
Yeah, no,
I think for
absolute power corrupts absolutely. You know, like this, it's like crazy, like gets you.
Like it's like this one Suicide Boys song, and like the intro, it's like they say money is the root of all evil. No wonder I love it so much.
But then it's like, and then it's about once you realize that you are that power is corrupting you and that you are evil. It's like, do you have the strength to fight against it? And it's like,
all I gotta say,
but yeah,
looking
but yeah,
no.
Like, sure. You go to the strip club, like, man, I don't got the strength for this shit.
I need someone to throw the money for me while I watch. You know what I mean? Like, fuck, I'll pay you. Look at us. No, 100% though.
There was this one video I watched like a year ago, and I keep thinking back on it. I'm just using money as a tool, and that's all I really look at it for. It is extremely powerful. It's really powerful. Like it's basically like it's so much we can do with money, and I just want to make stuff that matters matters to me, but like
Yeah.
if meets other people's needs,
I definitely want to provide value through
I definitely want
creations.
for
Yeah.
value. Cause like I can get money, that can be living,
And
sure,
sometimes
whatever.
that value can just be up to the extent of inspiration for them, you know? Like
Yeah.
if it's like some it's just like a super personal project that, you know, it's like
Yeah, it's like, and that's your value, or like
yeah.
if you want to. I was at the park the other day. It was incredible, and there was this thing, like a sign, and they were like, "Here's some plans for an education system in nature." And I was like, "This is incredible!" Like having a whole education system with um, like a whole walkway through nature. I just maybe that exists, but I don't know it because I don't live in that area. But they were just talking about like, oh wow, like I was thinking of like, what if I build a place in nature, like an art and just in the artistic endeavors, and it's surrounded by nature, and I just find nature for me personally like very grounding and what I like. So like, oh, what if I did that and like put money into a place for people who are interested in that? I wrote it all down. Yeah,
Is the
but
idea kind of like building like are you trying to build structures in nature? Oh,
yeah,
okay, okay.
like in nature, like
But
basically
kind of
isolated,
seamless. Well, wait.
isolated. Like I think Rick Rubin does it.
What do you mean like isolated?
Like you're surrounded by nature.
Yeah. But I
Like
guess
a ranch,
oh
just
yeah, right.
you're like
Oh.
say I get a ranch, and like bro, we're making music here.
Absolutely. Yeah. There's some Airbnbs like that that are pretty cool. But
Yeah, like that seems
yeah.
dope as hell. But what if you
Imagine, yeah,
like
you
is
can
it
make one and
whole
straight up like yeah.
like a really like imagine like a library
I see what you're saying. Yeah. Oh, that's
around
super nice. That's a super cool abstract idea. Yeah.
yeah like
It's like shit from a movie like that right there.
yeah,
That's
I'm like
super
that
cool.
seems super and it just seems really grounding to me like having that around you at all times, not just like detached from like life. Well that is life but super like I feel like it just makes me think about like what actually matters to me,
Mm.
like what I want to put into the world. If like nature's right by me, like I think I care more about my influence towards the world, just in speaking like what I put into it. Anyways, that's a different tangent. But yeah, financial freedom for me is basically first for supporting myself. Then after that is figuring out what to do with the money, but most likely what to do with the money is provide value.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, it helps with the fulfilling feeling, you know. But yeah.
Type shit, type shit.
I'm like I agree with that. For sure.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Okay, okay. If there's anything else, I can just move on.
Guess on to the next one.
An idea I've had and been going through and pretty gotten good at getting over is this I this book really did change my life, and it's the book called The Power of Now by Jhordy, whatever his name is. Sorry, man. I love that guy. Like his voice. But in reading that book, it talks about being in the present moment, and in the present moment, you can see how the ego will create an idea of how you think your life is, but once you see the illusion that your ego created for you and the idea you're feeding your head, once you step back and stop falling into your own delusion, you met with your own life, and it can be extremely disturbing how it was for me when it first came to me, because I became in love with the idea in my head, which I thought my life was. So this is mainly talking about having a double life and how much it can affect the person. And I see that I'm really thinking about, because how Heber is like, I can't really correlate to that, because that's not something that really has happened to you.
Yeah, right.
But no. The thing, no need to put you on the spot like that. But it's like, it's it's just really simply like being realistic of what you have and what you can control. Like actually, like what is your life, and not fueling ideas that are just nonsense.
hmm.
Because
Do you think that fuel comes a little bit like from emotions, maybe, or like I don't know, just like you, huh?
those ideas come from where?
Like emotion, or like maybe just like irrational. Yeah, emotion, right? Because that's what forms irrational thoughts. I think you know.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it just the idea of yourself
Yeah,
being
yeah.
that you are something but that you're not. It's just it's much easier to live in a fantasy in your head rather than live in reality
I guess so.
most of the time for me.
Is it kind of like leading a double life?
What do you mean? I almost I want to say yes because the double, but what is that?
It's
What is that?
like, I guess the best way to put it, like you come off like it's almost like a filter in a way. Like you come off like this in front of certain people, but
Yeah,
behind
that's what
closed
I
doors, you're more
originally
like
thought,
this.
but
You know what I mean?
I'm
Almost
more
like
like,
living in secrecy a little bit.
maybe not living in secrecy. It's more of you thinking that your life's away, but it's actually not.
yeah,
It's like you think that you have everything under control and that everything you're doing is correct, and like what I'm doing is like the best way. Like this is the way, and this can help everything. And like I'm making the money, I'm doing this, making the right plays. But then like you actually see what you're up to, and it's really like not helpful for you at all. You just and I it's like you're it's an illusion that you're doing the right thing, or like the right thing according to your life situation.
But bro, I just keep killing people then.
You kill people.
No.
it's like that was a joke, guys.
Let's go, guys. Fucking CNN, am I right?
Like,
Like,
bro, chill. Nah, but what's it called? No, 100, like, I get you though. I get you though. Like, that is definitely some type of fallacy almost to look at. Like, some type of illusion. Like, that's like, it's really all just in the mental, bro. And, it's like, there's no black and white. Like, it's like, this is good. This is bad. This is what. This is bad against this person, but this side with this person. Like, sometimes you
Oh
gotta be
no, well, Miguel,
considerable. Like,
you're
hmm?
going back to your own idea that you were mentioning of like where you weren't like it's like of the life of like you said double life, because I also thought I know what you're talking about earlier, Miguel, where like just because just when I read double life, the connotation I got was where it's where like a person like I thought like of like recently Putin has been described to like compartmentalize.
oh,
I'm
bro, what are
trying
you saying? You can't even say
compart com,
yourself.
Caramelized onions?
compartmentalize. That's what he
I
says
got you.
to different people essentially. So it's like he only says certain things to different people, right? So it's like different. It's like and so it kind of goes a little bit with the idea where it's like you only act as you only give off a certain manner to certain people,
I
like
act accordingly.
right, accordingly, right.
Put it on a mask.
Yeah, you're putting on a mask. A little
I
bit,
think
or you're just like
that.
not. You don't let certain things out, and with certain people, essentially, it's like
Well,
boom.
yeah, that's natural. You know,
I guess not for
that's
me.
very
I
natural.
don't know. I don't know. I mean, a little bit. It's a little natural. Like, but I mean,
So you talk about this kind of stuff with your coworkers, bro?
well, I don't talk to people, bro. It's different. Like,
Okay, so completely
but it's
fucking
like I'm
I've
willing
black and
to.
white.
Like, it's like I'm
I've
willing
asked
to.
my coworkers
I feel
about
like
this
I'm willing
before.
to talk about anybody with anything with any. It's just that I don't. It's not about. I
So
feel like
you live one life.
yeah. That's what Chris was mentioning earlier, that I couldn't relate to this connotation of like
Damn.
of like having this idea of yourself and like being unrealistic with like where you're at, and like I guess I don't know, but
I
yeah.
be I become infatuated, bro.
Yeah, that's why I thought, I was like, oh, emotions
I'm
must be there. Yeah,
heavily a person who dives into infatuation,
I see what you're saying. Yeah,
and
because
that has really made me think that I can be all of these great things I have in my
yeah, I
head,
totally see what you're saying.
but
Yeah,
there's no thing behind it. It's
no, I mean,
like,
yeah, I
bro,
actually fucking, I completely
coming
understand, dude.
out, coming out on the podcast. It's gonna hurt me. You see the thing on my left, my right. God, it hurts me to say it. I can't play the bass guitar. I can't play it, and it hurts me. It really does hurt me. But it's in like saying like yeah, I'm actually musically talented. I think that sometimes, but I don't have music. Like I have music, and that's like rolling down the street with AK-47. But like I just like it hurts me, man.
Forgetting who, baby,
No,
baby,
I
who,
could
Wait,
totally.
baby,
no, fuck
baby.
Jhordy. I forgot.
Bro, I've been trying to drop that hell on God,
But
man. Like that shit is a
Who?
banger. That's his best shit, y'all. Like real shit. That's literally your best shit, Chris.
That's literally my only thing I've made. But
I'm assuming.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
no. Don't saying like the bass guitar, bro. Behind me, the piano. I have the instruments in my household that I cannot play. It's just the ideas of I'm musically talented
Yeah,
that
yeah.
I can be, but there's nothing behind it.
Yeah, I think everybody can relate to being infatuated with just being infatuated, and not having that kind of effect, you know, where there's nothing backing your fantasy, I guess, you know.
Yeah, it's so sad, but
Yeah,
like
it
it's
is.
like
It is. Yeah,
the thing is I can like I
but it
just
empowers. Like, it can empower the fantasy, or making the fantasy reality. You know,
yeah.
absolutely.
It's like, ah.
Like, absolutely, it can. But like, yeah.
But I can learn it. That's the thing. But I
Mhm.
have to make like I actually have to sit
Yeah,
down and
dude.
do it.
Damn, I
I
like totally get this now. Like, I'm.
like it makes me sad. But I can use it and be like, okay, what am I gonna do with this emotion? And like, okay, I want to learn this. Why am I sad? Well, I'm sad because I can't play the bass guitar. How sexily I hear other people play the bass guitar.
Thank you,
The
bro.
ending.
I'm like, I can do that too. I can do that too. You know, like I can do that too. So it's like I gotta do it, and I'm like I gotta pick a plan or like just do it type
Right.
shit. Yeah, yeah. It's like I know I can, but I just gotta dedicate myself to it. Yeah,
That's good. Yeah.
yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good.
That's good.
That's great.
But yeah, I finally get it.
There's this kind of morbid topic of discussion I wanted to talk about.
What's so morbid about it? Well, I don't even know. I don't really get what that means. But what's
It's
up?
kind of like
Edgy.
dark. It's like
Jeez, bro.
it's like edgy, yeah. But I wanted to hear y'all's thoughts on it. And I want to see if it's like maybe other people feel
Valid.
the same way. Have y'all ever had something physically painful going on, and then literally as soon as something even more hurts somewhere else on your body, you forget all about the other pain? It's like there. It goes to like this one scene in this movie called Major Pain. It's like it's a comedy, but this one part, he's like a sergeant that's like, you know, training these maggots how to become like warriors essentially. By maggots, you know, like the little trainees, like drop down and give me 20. What's it called? He's like, one of the kids one day are like hurt or whatever, and he's like, you wanna know how to make you forget about that pain? And he like breaks his ankle or some shit. He's like, see, you forgot about that pain now, huh? Like, but like, it low key was something to take away from that. I was like, huh, low key be relating to that, and that's just something I thought about for years. I don't think anyone ever knows. It's like one of the things. These are one of my like ideas I've had as a kid type shit. And I low key lived by it since, because it's kind of
I
weird.
see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, like I remember this one time I had like this
Like another one.
this breathing problem. I had like a trouble breathing when I was a little kid, because I was born asthmatic, and so I think the last time I've ever had like any trouble breathing for more than like 5 minutes would probably be like, I don't know, maybe when I was like in middle school. And I remember as soon as like my stomach started hurting more, I could breathe again. Like what the fuck type shit. But like it's because I had a breathing problem. Then I ate like crap, and then I felt like shit to my stomach, but I could breathe. It was like you forget. You feel good now, huh?
So
Yeah, you can play tricks on the mind.
Yeah, the mind really does play tricks on you.
yeah,
No, like I was thinking like you can play trick, like you can like try like I like you go work out if you want to forget some, like, or if you want to like forget about it, like, you know, it's like
Real shit, bro. I'd be like, because I've been watching some scary, like, kind of a sidetrack. I've been watching some scary, like, shit on, like, Hulu. And, like, I'll be walking around the house in the dark late at night type shit, because I don't want to turn on the lights.
he's
And,
terrified.
like, I'd just be like, someone's running after me.
This
Like,
bro's
dude, like,
terrified.
it's like, because, like, I'll be, like, you know, just fucking
You
playing with
traumatized,
my
bro.
fucking head type
That
shit. But it's
shit is
fun,
not
though, you
good
know?
for your
So I get
dreams.
to my room.
there's a great image I know on Google exists. Like people who are afraid of the ocean, when they put their feet into the water, they think the whole like every bad creature is right beneath them, but truly there's nothing in the water.
Well, it depends how clear the water is, yeah.
You don't get it, dog.
If I ain't putting my foot in no fucking...
You really fucking put your asshole in the fucking
Just put your ass on the water, man. Like,
Bro, I'm finna lose my ass to a fucking great white megalodon, bro.
bro. You're really stigmatizing these guys. They don't even go after your nasty, crusty ass anyway, bro. They
Well,
like
if it's crusty, it's gonna bleed, no?
you stigmatize the
you really stereotyping my guys, man. Like they really like chill
Sharks.
dudes, and like they really you have a greater chance of being struck by lightning than getting eaten,
absolutely.
getting eaten
That's
by
pretty. Yeah.
like you get struck by lightning type shit.
But God forbid them sharks get you. Imagine.
You
Oh,
telling me
shit.
that if I accidentally kick one on the head, it ain't gonna bite me?
Why you going after sharks like this, bro? I think you
That's
playing.
not
Nah,
sad,
what if
bro.
I stick my foot in there and I hit him in the head?
Don't be
He just happened to be there. Then what?
be a friend.
It's my fault, right? Because I
courteous.
entered his land.
Be
I entered
courteous,
his
bro. Like,
sanctuary.
It ain't all that, bro. Like, it ain't all that, bro. Like,
I sure as hell don't want no one sticking their foot in my habitat, man. The
fish
fuck?
are friends.
I'm gonna bite their foot off if they do that. Shit, I'm a shark.
Fish are friends, not food, guys. Like,
But we're fish. And
dude,
people are food. Sharks. Fuck being a fish, man. I know I'm fried, but I can't be no fried fish.
alright, bro.
Bro.
Alright, bro.
But yeah.
But speaking of, look, I was gonna say speaking of assholes, but speaking of assholes, I wanted to
Gotta
talk
pray for
about
them.
Ooh, bro.
this is Kendrick Lamar's song called in hold up, I sent it. Hold up, 1 second, guys. What's it called? Institutionalized by Kendrick Lamar, and it talks about I should have listened to what my grandma said to me. Shit don't change until you get up and wash your own ass. I can't say that one. But it made me think about this current, a very recent experience about how I can fall into delusion of who I think I am, and in this double life that I can live. But I actually had to take responsibility for my own life truly and see what my life is and get to the toilet and get a brush and wash my own shit down the drain. Like time to toilet. I don't take shits in the in the.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
I don't
No,
want to get that picture of
yeah,
me.
for sure, no, definitely not.
Jordan Peterson talks
I don't
about
think you're
me.
that type of guy.
Ugh,
Are you?
nah, not today, at least. But
That's
like taking responsibility from your life for your life is incredibly fulfilling.
nah, that's fire. Like
Yeah,
cleaning your room and shit. Like,
yeah, dude.
like
Like I
it's,
Real
clean
shit.
my room.
it's
Like
like
bro,
wiping your
like
ass.
I'm like I'm some real shit. Can I be real with you?
Yeah.
I just caught cause I mean
Like, yeah.
I've been going out a lot, and I come home and I'm like, damn, my room's a fucking mess, bro. Like, cause I've been changing clothes and shit. I just be like, you know what I mean? Like, just throwing shit. Oh, this is ridiculous. I remember one day I came from work. I'm like, bro, this has to stop. This has to stop. Like, I looked in the mirror and started screaming at myself. No, I'm playing. But yeah, it's just like I have to really like, come on, bro. I gotta wipe my own ass. Like, bro, I need to do this shit.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
like do other things. This is not just cleaning my room, but really seeing like what else needs to be taken care of my life. Not just me personally, but
Absolutely.
the people in my home. Like, how can I help them be more of them? Like, take responsibility and not the whole world revolving around me. Like, how can I be a more selfless person and being selfless, being selfish at the same time, because it is being responsible for my own life with being
Damn, dude.
Facts.
I like struggle with like the same situation but backwards. Sometimes I feel like I'm too selfless and I want to know how to be a little bit more selfish, bro. It's crazy, but I 100% relate to you though. It's like yeah, no, I get you. What were
That's
you gonna say, Heber?
like same to both of y'all. Like nah, mostly to Chris, but but yeah. That's,
I just
I
leave
didn't have
this
nothing to
side, I
say.
leave that side
Like
sometimes.
I make it clockwork to do these things so I can keep it selfless and selfish for me as well. Like for example, every morning when I wake up before I leave the house, I don't give a fuck what time I leave the house. I gotta fucking make the bed, bro. I'm not coming home to a messy ass bed because that will fuck me up, bro. Like literally
Really,
type shit. Like even before, like
I
even before, I better not go to bed with a messy bed, bro, because that's bad energy, bro. I cannot wake up to that shit and have my day like that and come to bed and like, bro, like yeah, we have our couple days of the year, but like overall, bro, nah, that's like brushing your teeth type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't miss that. No, what's it called? I ain't calling nobody out though. I definitely ain't calling you out, Chris. I just but you know what I'm saying? I'm just
Y'all
that's just
is
where I'm trying to
bad.
get at. You know?
Like
But like more
yeah,
so on like also
I'll sleep
doing
there. I'll sleep there. I'll sleep
I
there.
but like no
sleep
no no
there.
no. I wanted to, like I brought up the how I almost do it like clockwork because you mentioned how you want to become less of a selfish person and a little bit more selfless, but also find a balance between it. And so I think one of the ways that you can find this balance that you're seeking, because I think it's very important. I also am seeking this, and I think a lot of people are as well. You know, if not all.
It's just you.
Okay. Well, what's it called? Well, I'm gonna just tell myself then since I'm the only one. You know, basically, bro, just check up on people. Remember to check up on people from time to time. You know what I mean? Like your loved ones, family, everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just ask them how they doing. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Just
valid.
you know, I like to do it daily, personally. You know, especially if
There,
it's like the people you're living with
It's
in your
good
house
to
type
it's good
shit.
to make it a habit.
You know what
there's
I
this
mean?
there's this song by Tizo Touchdown called
Obviously
Stop,
not easy at times, but
called
depending on how
Strong
your
Strong.
family is. Yeah.
I really like it. Like, I really love that song.
Nice.
You're throwing fans. Like how you want, friend?
But I understand everybody's family is different. It's not just because you live with somebody doesn't mean you like absolutely love them. You know what I mean? And like, it's just like everybody's family is a little different. So I know it's not easy to understand, but like for Chris's sake, I'm kind of going overboard. I think I just need to let go, which kind of reminds me of another topic. But ya me está pasando que. So I'll save it for another
I'm
time.
like, speaking of being selfish, like I gotta go, yo.
Yeah. I was also getting a little selfish.
That's
too,
what
so.
Miguel was getting at.
That's how cute.
That's like.
Bro, literally, Miguel doesn't even know that we're mocking him.
No, I do.
Oh,
What do you want me to say to it though? Like, you're mocking me. Like, I'm not stupid.
Like,
I know
yes,
y'all
be
are mocking
mad.
me.
Like.
you see his body language right now. He's mad. Like, his arms are crossed and shit.
That's a great assumption, but no, I actually like to do this for back pain. So
Yeah, I was
get
like,
it
he's
right.
trying to comfort himself.
You got back pain because you're angry.
No, I got back pain because I'm in a fucking 4x6 closet doing this. But afterwards, I like to stretch, which I really fucks with doing, bro, because it really like fucks with the stiffness and shit. Fuck yeah, dude. Stretching is the shit, my guy.
Dude,
Fucking no kizzy.
my stretch game
Quit
has
playing with me. No, what's up?
my stretch game has gone down, bro. I used to stretch on the daily when I meditated.
Let's go stretch, yo.
Dude, literally, Headspace was my go-to for meditation. After I canceled my Headspace, please sponsor me for life, Headspace. If after I canceled my Headspace shit,
Damn, bro.
That was a minute ago too.
I meditated yesterday. No, Thursday.
you just lied.
Nice.
Yeah, my bad. The days get jumbled up looking nice.
Like I said, 2 weeks is a long time.
But yeah,
A
like I
fortnight.
said, let's go stretch, y'all.
Yeah,
Let's
And
go.
I'm down.
kick it, huh?
Let's go watch fast.
Yeah, let's go wash our asses. Let's go stretch. Let's get financial
Bro,
freedom.
y'all don't gotta
Let's
tell me to wash my ass. I know to wash my ass. Thank you very much. But for those I didn't,
wash
Not
your
every-
own
Not
ass.
everything's about you, bro.
Goddamn. Okay, yeah, and wash other people's asses too. So
I was offering, but
yeah,
there's some tells for you guys. Leave a comment saying
I washed my ass.
thanks, guys.
I'm like okay.